friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and we are on week 3 of our pantry clean out challenge. If you have missed the previous videos, I will be putting those in the description box down below. Go check those out. Those recipes turned out so good. We're just finishing week 3 out super strong. I have some amazing recipes coming up for you guys, so come along with me and let's get cooking.
We're starting this week off with a sausage veggie sheet pan meal. I have these 3 carrots here. I have just washed, peeled, and diced. Now, I have no idea how long these carrots have been in my fridge. Like, it's been a while, but they still looked good and they tasted okay, so we're gonna go with it. And then I have these lonely potatoes that have just been in my cupboard that needed to get used up. So I'm just gonna dice these super finely. Now, I did leave the skin on. I guess you could take the skin off, but then I feel like it would get even more mushy than they did get. So I would definitely say leave the skin on. Once you get all that diced up, we're going to put it onto the sheet pan and drizzle it with some olive oil. Now, you could definitely use like chicken broth or butter or whatever oil that you have on hand. Then the seasonings are going to be Tony's Bold seasoning. I like the Tony's Bold because it's bold, but it has a lot of flavor. It's really good. Then the ranch dressing seasoning. Now, this is why I say I buy it in the bottle because I use it so much. And then just a little bit of seasoned salt. I didn't go in with regular salt because that Tony's and the seasoned salt has a lot of salt in it.
Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. I just took it out of the oven and I made the rookie mistake of not putting tinfoil on the bottom and my potatoes got a little stuck and I was not expecting them to be done this fast. Last time I made potatoes like this, it took like 40 minutes. So yeah, everything is done. I'm just going to scoot it all to the side, put our sausage on. And my wild child in the back. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on the potatoes. Kind of get everything spread out and put this back in the oven for maybe 10 minutes or so just to get our sausage warmed up. So I thought the sausage was one of those already cooked sausages that you just had to warm up, but it's not. You actually had to cook it. So I had everything in the oven for 10 minutes and this is how it turned out. And so it only took 3 weeks, but we actually have a vegetable in this video. But this is gonna be meal number 1 for week number 3. For tonight's dinner, we are doing quesadillas. I didn't want to bore y'all with the process of doing the meat, so I just have half a pound of meat here. I'm going to be adding some taco seasoning to it, and then we are going to be cooking up these black beans with a little bit of rice and using my quesadilla maker with just cheese, basic quesadillas. But what I do want to show y'all tonight is I'm going to be doing the cheese sauce from Sam the Cooking Guy. If y'all have not watched Sam on YouTube yet, y'all have to go check him out. Fair warning, he's more my type in the speaking. I definitely hold back on my channel, but Sam is really good. He's an awesome cook. Super funny to watch. But we are going to be making his cheese sauce tonight, so that's what I want to focus this portion of the video on. So once this is done, we are going to get started on that cheese sauce. So I'm going to try my best to recreate this for y'all. So I'm starting with 2 tablespoons of butter and just going to let this melt down. Alright, so now that that is nice and melted down, it has a little bit of chunks, but that is fine. 2 tablespoons of flour. And we're just going to whisk that until it becomes like a roux. I've never made a roux, but if y'all have, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I am gonna add another tablespoon of butter because his definitely looked more like melted than this. Mine looks more sandy. So keep that stirring together and see if that helps any. Let me turn my heat down a lot more. See, this is what I love about trying new recipes and things that I've never made before because it's a learning process and I'm probably gonna mess up, but that's okay because then I know what to do differently next time around. So we're just gonna slowly stir in 1 cup of milk. It'll look a little bit better now, so I'm gonna pour the rest of the milk in and continue stirring. Now he does use pepper jack cheese, but I don't have pepper jack. I just have like the Mexi cheese from Kroger. So we're gonna do about, I think he said 6 ounces. I'm not gonna measure it out. I'm just gonna be doing like a handful. Add just a little bit more. stir that. And then we are gonna be moving away from the whisk because this is just gonna clump up in the whisk, and go to the little spatula thingy. I hope I can see this. I know that my light outside is a little, kind of making it a little hard to see, but we're just gonna let this thicken up. He's saying once the cheese is kind of melted down and incorporated, you just want to add a little bit more in. I think he said about a cup. That's kind of the amount that we're looking for. I'm not sure how much I've put in so far, but just keep stirring it that way it doesn't stick to the bottom. Okay, that's helping a little bit better. This is definitely a messy one. It's getting everywhere, but that is fine. He uses diced chilies and then some diced tomatoes, kind of like the Rotel. He did drain his, but I'm just gonna scoop mine out here, doing about 3 tablespoons worth. And then continue stirring. All right, so it's definitely starting to look better. I hope y'all can see that and that consistency. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of cumin. Now he does add more milk to his. I'm not sure if I'm going to because it's already starting to look liquidy. I think we're okay, but I'm gonna keep stirring and see. Okay, so what I'm figuring out is that whisking it at first, I should have done it a little bit more because it's definitely helping it become more of like a cheesy sauce and not so liquidy. So just keep stirring it. I'm gonna give it a taste. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the Rotel in and then continue to stir it and get it scraped off the bottom. A little bit more milk because it is kind of getting grainy. If that helps any. This is literally getting everywhere.
Now I probably should have reheated these black beans because they got a little dry as I was cooking the cheese sauce, but they're perfectly fine. So we're just going to spread it onto our tortilla, go in with some of that ground beef and the rice, add some cheese, and then just top it with our other tortilla. I love this quesadilla maker. Like I said, if you don't have one, definitely invest because it's super quick and easy to make quesadillas and they are so good.
Okay, so excuse the background noise. Blair is watching Puppy Dog Pals, but this is my quesadilla. It just came out. If you don't have a quesadilla maker, like I think I stole that one from my mom, so sorry mom. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I gotta practice it. I will admit I gotta practice it. It is a little grainy. I think I could add like more milk to level that out. I'm not 100% sure, but I will practice it and maybe I'll make it in an upcoming video after I get it perfected. Tonight for dinner we are just keeping it super simple. I'm just gonna make up a box of mac and cheese, and then I have a little bit of my hamburger meat left over, and I'm just gonna add the rest of the ½ pound to it and get that cooked up. I might add mine together and Blair will have hers separately because I know she'll definitely eat the mac and cheese more than she'll eat the meat, but we're gonna try it. So that is dinner for tonight. So this is my bowl. I just finished it off with some enchilada sauce, some Tony's, and some seasoned salt. I know that sounds like a really weird concoction, but all of it sounded good, so I figured I'd throw it all together. I'm just gonna finish this video out with our leftovers from yesterday. I just made it into a burrito bowl and added the enchilada sauce from last week's video. And yeah, Blair is watching a movie right now, so hopefully that's not too loud, but I am gonna go enjoy dinner with her, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!